Hello there, so here is a demo of the first version of the Sabricat screener extension, which allows you to check for custom conditions on multiple symbols based on any indicators applied to your chart. You can see this is the extension, and it adds a new tab here. Don't mistake it with the original Tradingview screener. So it allows you to create unlimited number of different screeners, which all can have different columns with different formulas, and all these formulas are what define the logic of each screener. So for example, this one searches for volume spikes with the strength higher than 4. What that means is when the volume is above the volume average and volume divided by volume average is above 4. So let's see, for this chart it says it was 143 bars ago and the strength was 4.19. Let's see, it's probably this one. And it's this candle here, 143 bars ago, and the strength here was 4.19 as said by the screener. Now we can also run this screener on multiple symbols by selecting the watch list and clicking run. You can see this progress bar appears here and the table with results start populating. What is also good about the extension is that I can add different columns on the fly without the need to stop the extension. So we can add new columns, remove, and we don't really need to stop the extension. We can also switch between the screeners on the fly if those screeners use the same indicators as are on the chart. You can see currently there's volume on the chart, and there's one more screener here that uses volume, which is this one. So if I switch here, you can see there are different conditions. The table updates automatically without the need to stop the screener. Now you can also see I paused the screener and we are currently on 77%. So if I reload the page and then get back to the screener, you can see we have all the data saved and we are still on the 77%, so we can continue from where we are. Once the screener runs on all the symbols, you can check the results. So let's say here, and on this one it says that the condition was 1 bar ago, which is right here. On this one it says 3 bars ago, which is right here. And this one, let's say, was 11 bars ago, which is right here. This screener finds the last candle where there was a volume spike, and it also displays the volume moving average and whether the candle was bullish or bearish. Now that was the screener extension getting data from plots of an indicator. Now let's check how the extension can get data from multiple indicators at the same time. As you can see here, I have mugged and RSI, and I'm gonna select this screener here. I'm gonna stop the previous screener to clear the memory, and I'm going to close this tab here, which is the service tab, reopen it, and now it should be working. Alright, did not return any indicator or strategy. It is probably because we need to save the layout, reload it, and now you can see everything works fine. So the screener is using mugged and RSI. For the mugged, it searches for the color of its histogram, and for this color it would display strong bullish, for this one bullish, for this one bearish, and for this one strong bearish. As you can see on the current chart, it is strong bearish, which is displayed here. For the RSI, it searches for the divergence and displays when it happened, and then it combines these two signals into a new column. You can see on the current chart it was 25 bars ago, which is correct. We can again run it on different symbols, and click pause whenever we are ready. Let's check this one. It says the histogram is strong bearish, and 113 bars ago there was a bearish divergence on RSI, which is correct. Let's check, let's say this one. It says the histogram is bullish because the dim green color is bullish, and the divergence was 94 bars ago bearish. Let's check here. 94 bars ago there was a bearish divergence. So as you can see, the screener can get data from multiple indicators at the same time, check colors, and plots. Now let's see if the screener can check data from label objects. You can see this indicator here displays labels using the label new method and prices on them. So let's go here, save the layout, reload it just in case, because I'm using too many connections and I'm not on premium plan, so Tradingview doesn't really update fast for me. Alright, now I open the extension again, clear the previous data, and I select this one here. You can see, alright, let's reload it again. There it is. You can see that we got data here from the last pivot, and it says it was above. This is above, this is a pivot below, and the price corresponds to what's here. Now let's run it with multiple symbols and see. Let's check, and we can see that it all matches. So the extension can also get data from the label objects. Now let's check if the extension can get data from boxes and from boxes, because oh no, sorry, it's again from labels. So let's check if it can get data from this indicator here. So the screener for this one would be last break and retest. Yeah. Now I stop this one and reload the page, and here it is. So what this screener finds is the last break and the last retest. If the last break is red, it's gonna show that it's a break for support. If retest is red, it's a retest for support. So last break was for support because it's red. Last retest is for support as well because it's red. Run it on different symbols. Pause, and let's check this one. The last break is green, so it's for resistance, but the last retest is red, so it's for support. The same here, and here we got both of them for support because last break was red and last retest was red. Here both are resistance because both retest and break are green. Now let's see if the extension can get data from an indicator that displays boxes and lines, which is this one here, and the screener I prepared for it is this one. I'm gonna do this, reload the layout again, and here we are. So what this screener displays is that it searches for the last box, and it shows its color, the value of this line, and the top and bottom prices of this box. Let's run it on different symbols and see. So you can see for this symbol, for example, the last box was red, which is correct. The Fibonacci price is this one here. Well, not the best example because the price scale is in this format. Let's probably check this one. Alright, so the Fibonacci price is matching. The bottom price of the box is matching as well, and the top price as well, as you can see from here. And the box is green. Here the box is red, red, again red, and another one green. Now let's see if the extension can get data from polylines. You can see this indicator here, and it draws polylines, which is another type of drawing from Tradingview. So what this indicator displays is basically the best possible price and the worst possible price based on some predictions that it does. Now I'm gonna open the screener that I prepared for it, which is this one, and I'm gonna do the same stuff here. Reload the, oh sorry, save first, reload, and now click stop, and you can see that for the current chart it displays that the best price, alright, maybe not the best example, let's run the screener first and then see. Alright, so let's check this one for example. We can see it shows that the best price is at 5,993.69, which is correct, and the worst price is here which is also correct. And then the screener also displays a new column here, which just shows which of these two prices is closer to the current price. So in this case, the bullish is closer to the current price, hence it says bullish here. We don't really have any bearish, so let's move on to another screener, the last one I want to show. This is an indicator that displays volume sentiment for the current month in a table. So it uses a table object, and let's see if my screener can get data from that table. Now we click save again, reload the layout, open the screener, clear the data, and I need to select this here, volume calendar, with the formulas that I prepared for this indicator. So what the screener has to do is to get this value in this cell here. For our current chart it says 80% bearish, which is correct. Let's run it on different symbols and see what it gives me. So for this one it says 53 bullish, which is correct, 70 bullish, correct, 79 bullish, 79 bearish, correct, 58 bearish, and so on. Now the table with the results, you can currently filter it using this search box here, and we'll search in all the columns. For example, let's create a column that let's create a new column that's going to display whether the sentiment is bullish and it's above 70%. So what I need to do is use the name of this column, and since the formulas are based on the JavaScript, if you know JavaScript, you can do something like this. Sentiment includes bullish to check if the sentiment is bullish, and now to check if it's above 70%, we need to get this part of the text here and transform it into a number and check if it's above 70. To do that, we can also do sentiment split, since it's a JavaScript method, and we split this string by % symbol, and we get the first part of the splitted string. Now you can display this, and you can see that you get a number here. Now all you need to do is to convert this number into an integer, like this, using the int function, which is not available in JavaScript, but it is available within my extension, and all the documentation for it will be provided, of course, so that you will be able to create any conditions that you like. So let's say we convert that into integer, and we just need to check if it's above 70. Now we get this column here, true, false. Let's call this condition 1 and this condition 2. Now the new column, we can say result. So this new column will show if the sentiment is bullish and it's above 70%. To do that, we just combine the two conditions, column 1 and column 2, and display this column. So we don't really find anything here because the bullish sentiment is at maximum 70% here. But for example, let's change the sentiment, the condition to be bearish sentiment above 70%. Bearish above 70. Now we have some values that are true. And to display yes or no instead of true, we can do this, which is again something from JavaScript. That's it. Now we have a new column here that displays whether the sentiment is bearish and whether it's above 70%. And if we want to see only the symbols where that condition is true, we type yes here, and it searches this column and displays the results. So we can go ahead and click here, 79 bearish, 73 bearish, and so on and so forth. So this is how the screener works. This is the first version of the extension, and of course in future releases I'll be adding more cool features and tools. So please let me know your feedback on this one, and stay tuned.